Well, the Mandalorian, I think, is going to be an amazing. I don't want to say training ground because everybody who's directed, I think, with the exception being Bryce Dallas Howard, has had a lot of experience in other films, but I think that's going to be a ground for directors who want to be involved in Star Wars to kind of do it low risk. Right. And then go, oh shit, yeah, I can totally make this work. And then be like, yes, I feel confident I can tell a really good Star Wars story. I can make a really good movie. Because I think the thing with Star Wars, it's like, it's really exciting to be a director and be like, oh my God, like, yes, Star Wars. But then you realize that what's on your shoulders to deliver a Star Wars film.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
look, on their foot by, all the,
no matter what you do, you suck. Yeah. No matter what you do, you're suck and you're wrong, and it's not the way it should be done. Good news is we're out of this Skywalker stuff and it's all new world, all new territory. So now it's just a matter of, what's the product you're going to put out? What story are you going to tell? And this is why I think guys like Favreau and Taika Waititi and I sure hope Dave Filoni gets involved in some of the new films, the new stories and all that, because this is to me the perfect place to bring guys like this in, and not just guys. I mean, I say women too, I mean, it's I'm not, but I mean, because and that was the cool thing about the Mandalorian is you had female directors, you had male directors, like you can't tell the difference, like who's fit, but I love that. And I think that the talent from Mandalorian and whatever else they're doing with the other shows, I think is going to be a ground to have these directors come in and tell like amazing stories and, bring their vision on there. So to me, it's very exciting. And I think that it's breaking the mold of what Star Wars should be. Mandalorian, not that I want to make this all about Star Wars and Mandalorian, but Mandalorian for me as an old fan of Star Wars is got the perfect blend of what I'd want of older Star Wars. So it feels like Star Wars, but yet we're breaking new ground. We're
it's a mix of both.
Right. We're developing new storylines. We're introducing new characters. Yes, the backdrop is in that time period, but there's no Skywalkers on here. There's no, Vader. The Empire is on there, but that's always going to be there as long as you're in that timeline of things. Like that's not going to go away. But we're expanding the universe and the mythology, and I think it proves too that people want to see other stories told that don't necessarily have to involve like Han Solo and Princess Leia and just a classic cast, Luke and Vader. That's why, I mean, listen, I know bringing Vader in at the end, spoiler alert, bringing Vader in at the end of Rogue One was like really awesome, and then just placing that in. But once again, it made sense for that story, but they didn't overdo it. But that movie was phenomenal to me. I think Rogue One is probably the best out of all the Disney movies. I rank that the number one Disney of all the Disney Star Wars movies to be developed. That's my number one because it was cool. We had new characters. We broke new ground. We went to new places. I'm excited for the Cassian Andor series because I think we're going to see some dark, cool shit going on. I think we're going to see. We're going to. We already got a little bit of like Cassian Andor and the type of character he is, and he before he meets Jin. And a guy seems like a cold-blooded assassin willing to do anything for the rebellion. I think that's cool to explore. It's dark.